was trying to find the words to say because usually the words just flow sometimes when I'm on here. And a few days ago, I celebrated another birthday and I wanted to gift myself with the releasing the attachments to what I thought life should be like. And just because one path doesn't work out doesn't mean it's the end of the world. And so I'm learning to just embrace every day and not allow my mind to dictate or try to steer into what life should be like. Because we all can say to ourselves that our mind sometimes can be against us. And it's really just our ego versus our spirit. You know, the more we feed our ego, the bigger it gets. The more we feed our spirit, the bigger that gets. And so I always like to affirm myself, you know, what I want to be like in life. And so I always come up with these affirmations, or I find something that makes me feel how I want to be. You know, little do we know is who we are today is who we will be in the next 3 years. And so I had to learn how to be more intentional about how I wanted to live my life and who I wanted to be, and know that I am a master creator. You know that everything always does work out for me, and I'm getting better every day. And as a Cancer, I always tell people, you know, the reason I'm not as social as people want me to be is because, to be honest, I don't have it all together. And so when I don't feel right in certain areas of my life, whether it's in, you know, my career or my finances, I don't want to talk. I don't have it all together. I have nothing to offer anyone. And so, yes, I'm a happy person. Yes, I am a person of positive thoughts, you know, good vibrations that lift others up around me. But at the same time, I also go through things too, but I don't allow those things to dictate how I live my life. And so it's almost like seeing it as optimism over pessimism. I'm more optimistic than I am pessimistic. You know, I see the best in everything, and I understand that what life is teaching me. Life is teaching me to be more patient, you know, being patient with just the things that I want and where to focus my time and attention to. And focusing my time and attention on is mostly just my purpose. You know, how many people can I help each day? How many people that I can help heal, give them a word of encouragement? You know, the world is missing encouragement. I was just telling my mother that, you know, we're so offended by everything these days. She was telling me how how her generation may see the N word or someone's sexual orientation, the G word, as offensive, you know, if they say that. And I feel as though my generation haven't really struggled with that. You know, we're not fighting that. What we're fighting now is ourselves. We're finding our place in life. We're trying to understand why we're here, what we're supposed to be doing with our lives, learning to love and like ourselves while we're in the process of change. And that's where I see the idea of where things are going right now. You know, if we learn to love and like ourselves, it'll be easy for us to love and like others around us. And so we're all battling something. And sometimes, you know, most people don't really have a problem with their confidence, but more than likely to others, some people do. And that's okay. But in order for us to see change, we have to look deep within and really just affirm how we want to be. You know, I always tell myself I embrace my weaknesses, and I love working on myself because I do enjoy love working on myself. and I embrace my imperfections and all of my strengths. And I see like the best in everything around me. And every day I become better and better than the day before. Every day is a new day. And so I always look at this day as a new day to start over again. And I'm able to create, my reality with ease, being intentional about how I want to feel. I allow myself to be who I want to be, without the judgment of others, because it's easy for me not to judge others because I don't judge myself. I love what I see in the mirror. That's a learned behavior. Learning to be okay with who I am and learning to love and like myself. I love everything about my personality. And so these are like little small things that I had to remind myself, going to this new year or new chapter in my life where I had to understand like, who am I and what am I doing? And so I wanted to always see myself as continuously growing. I spent a great majority of my life running away from my problems, and it really was just a hindrance to my growth. I didn't really grow much because I spent all my time having fun and enjoying myself. And I really lost my soul. And so I learned how to understand like why I'm here, what I'm supposed to be doing, and how do I get better every day. And it's mostly just my habits and my confidence, or no, my habits and I'll say my confidence, because, I had to learn how to know my own self-worth. And to be honest, no one's going to tell you those things. And these are conversations that I learned to have with myself. Living in the desert really taught me how to like myself more than I ever did before, because no one else gave me that validation that I needed to feel good about myself. And so once I learned to align my thoughts, know that they are powerful, focus on the good in my life, learn to soak in good things and encouraging things, and know that I can spill out into like my other relationships and other parts of my life, then life became better. And I started to see things more vividly. Like I see the birds flying around and chirping, and I see the grass being greener, and I see the sky being clearer and the moon shining bright on me. Like those things that I never, or I took for granted, now seem so much more rewarding because of how I feel. And so I'm ready to become who I want to be. I'm ready to become this new person where I learn to be okay with inspiring, teaching others, how to live their best life. But I didn't want to say much, but I was grateful that people listen. Thank you for this new chapter in my life. I'm so grateful. I promise to put forth my best effort. Sorry if I said a lot of ums. Didn't have much to really write about, but I did just talk based off of what was on the top of my head. So thank you for listening. Hope you're having a great day. Wishing you all the best, peace of mind, lots of success, and lots of abundance.